New tonight, KRDO News Channel 13 investigates complaints of a possible statewide contracting scam. A roofing company reportedly taking your money without any of the jobs completed. We've heard from several people who say they have lost thousands of dollars to a company called Nailed It Roofing. KRDO News Channel 13 Stephanie Sierra is tracking this one for us live in the studio. Steph.
Yes, Heather, this all started with one call, then quickly doubled and tripled. And before we knew it, we had 10 people calling in, all with the same problem, out thousands of dollars from this man. And according to Springs Police, Daniel Nail just got booked into the El Paso County Jail on weapons charges earlier this week. So here's what we know so far.
None of the buildings have roof. I'm down to paper in the winter.
Mary DePace is still recovering from those torrential hailstorms that tore through southern Colorado.
My roofs are damaged. All my gutters are damaged. I have siding that's damaged. I have decks that are damaged.
For the past 5 months, DePace has been working with this man, Daniel Nail, who owns Nailed It Roofing, a company that advertises home improvement you can trust.
Once he got the money, I barely heard from him.
Nail started working on her first insurance claim, but after the second storm, DePace says she's now out at least $20,000 from the deductible from 2 insurance claims because he stopped showing up.
So none of the work has been done really for the second claim.
Her roof has been like this for the past month. Now she's worried it could be happening to others.
What about like an elderly couple that is on a very, very fixed income?
But it already had. Joanne and Rick Kronick, a couple in their 80s, reached out to us telling us they paid more than $1,700 and their home not done. Meet Brittany King. She's disabled and tells us she's still waiting to get roughly $1,300 back. Next was Alexis Pressler, out $8,000, and she tells us her house not done. And get this, it's not just customers that are victims, but Nail's former employees who lost a ton of money.
I lost $30,000.
I lost upwards of $20,000.
I lost $30,000.
I lost about $40,000.
Not to mention those middlemen stuck in the mess. People like Brennan Patton, who is the window contractor for a number of Nail's clients.
I have 2 closed jobs and 7 open jobs. The closed jobs were completed and no payment. The 7 jobs are open. So this is thousands of dollars.
All of this money gone from their pockets.
It really just made it hard for us to live and pay our own bills.
But what may be even more daunting.
It's almost surreal that somebody could go out of their way to ruin that many people's lives.
Is the intent behind the crimes? Just asked former employee of Nail, David Ballard.
Daniel Nail needs to be stopped.
Well, after watching our story, 3 different roofing companies have come forward offering to help. Meet Dean McSwain and Anna Pingleton.
So excited to surprise her.
They work for Bellows Roofing, a mom-and-pop contractor shop that's been around for close to a decade. The 2 came down to surprise Mary DePace, a widow who lost upwards of $20,000 after paying out 2 separate insurance claims to her former contractor, Daniel Nail.
This is a massive financial hit.
Fast forward to today. She sits quietly in her home.
Does she know?
No, she doesn't know.
Until she gets a knock on her door with an offer to fix her roof for free.
We'd like to go ahead and take care of that for you at no cost to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty gracious act of kindness there. It would have cost $14,000 for Mary to finish up replacing her 3 roofs, but she got it all for free. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email me directly.
Tonight, we continue our series following a Monument area contractor. By now, you've probably heard his name, Daniel Nail.
He's accused of defrauding more than a dozen people out of tens of thousands of dollars in a statewide contracting scam. He recently bonded out of jail following several drug, weapon, and menacing charges. Today, we learn he is working with his attorney to sort out a possible deal with the DA.
Meanwhile, his contractor license, it's still valid. And as News Channel 13's Stephanie Sierra found out, it may take a while for the Pikes Peak Regional Building Department to oust him.
Stephanie's live in the studio tonight with new information on the case. Stephanie.
Bart and Heather, to this day, we continue to hear from people claiming they were scammed from this man. And while he's under a microscope tonight, we're investigating why he's still being labeled a valid contractor. It's a fear that's all too common in southern Colorado. A nasty hailstorm tears up your home, forcing you to find a reliable contractor to repair the mess. Many of you did just that.
They were attentive, they were efficient.
At the beginning, he just seemed like a normal guy.
It started out really great, 5-star reviews. Everybody was super happy with his work.
Until one day, after taking your money, they just stopped showing up. That's what Daniel Nail's been accused of. But after being put in jail and bonding out, his license is still active. Why? Rebecca Mulder with the Pikes Peak Regional Building Department says it's a long process to investigate.
The committee is the only authority that can revoke the license.
A committee that only meets once a month. This means despite several complaints of fraud, Nail's license will remain active on the website with no indication to potential new clients he's under investigation. It's situations like this, Attorney General-elect Phil Weiser says needs to change.
One of the problems is sometimes we take too long to start investigating, and all that lag time, more people are being taken advantage of.
A problem that may need legislative help in order to move forward.
The KRDO News Channel 13 investigation is getting results. Our update yesterday exposed a number of issues in the El Paso County licensing system online. One of the big ones being the department doesn't flag anyone who has ongoing or unresolved complaints of fraud. We thought this was important given that you could hire someone who happens to be under investigation and have no idea, which could open up the door to more opportunities for fraud here in El Paso County.
These people already gave their money to him because they didn't realize he was under investigation.
Since our story aired, that is changing, though. You may recall Daniel Nail, the monument contractor accused of defrauding more than a dozen in our area. Well, now he has an inactive license online.
Viewers asked News Channel 13 to investigate a possible contractor scam.
Thousands of dollars.
$20,000.
It's $30,000.
A lot of viewers, over a dozen in all, with one thing in common.
Daniel Nail.
Daniel Nail needs to be stopped.
We heard you, we investigated, we took action.
After seeing our story, 3 different companies came forward to help the victims at no cost.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, I'm Bart Bedsole.
And I'm Heather Skold. Our top story tonight.
KRDO News Channel 13, here for you when it counts.